So, at the depth of the ocean, we give a dry environment of an ant farm. The tube is big enough, we have an ant colony, and we place it at the bottom of the ocean. If my body were if there's less oxygen at the top of a mountain that would kill me if I go there slowly over 2 weeks, my polarities, what my body requires, changes. I can survive off of CO2 instead of oxygen. It just takes time for me to adapt, but I'm not going to die if you don't shock my system. You gradually introduce me to a new environment and it's no longer toxic to me. So, would we just keep dripping bubble from bubble until the ants make their way to the top? Or would as they poop and their gases or whatever, their methane mixes with that environment, it would make their environment grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, we would have to sustain a little bit of dry life, I would assume, at the bottom to make the water life at the top thrive. That's what I would assume. Even if the whole bottom of the tube was opened, the whole, like if it was always aimed down and if it spiraled from the very bottom to the very top, keep switching spirals. But if there was always, if it was wide open, like if you were to take a caterpillar and just carve out all the juice, so it was just a big ohm sign. So it could always mix as the ants produce a little bit too much gas, it would just float up. Or something like, you can even put a blanket. Like if you were going to do this on the ocean, you could just theoretically put a blanket over top of the whole thing. Eventually, it's going to start lifting off of the water. Eventually. It has to. They're eating stuff. Even if it's each other. And then you can make a pyramid and put a guy killing a horse on it. And say that's the only food you have to eat because we didn't add roses and cucumbers. Or we didn't add the plant gas first. Wait a minute, we did. But then you still impacted it. You're fucking retarded. That's not a question on MailChimp. That is the meaning of MailChimp. Chimps don't use mail. Okay? You do. Did you get my message yet, bro? Do you catch my drift? Do you know what catching your drift means? Do you know what drift info is? It's smell. Drift is smell. Their primary language of a drift is smell. Period. Catch my drift. Do you catch my smell? How else could they fucking find us? Oh, and this just in. You're fucking retarded. No matter how stupid you are, stupid doesn't smell. They won't know you're stupid. And I'll keep your secret safe. Do you catch my drift? I am not stupid. They are not stupid. I know somebody retarded, and I can associate that retarded piece of shit to his fucking stinky smell. And somewhere in that tube, I'll be able to displace it and make it never have a drift to be caught again. A reverse vacuum. Somewhere in there. That's a threat. Maybe my drift is the only drift you'll ever smell. That'll do it. With a little bit of your drift and their drift and, oh, Stinky's drift. Ooh, Stinky. We'll bring the Great Repression. Make you fucking eat your own arm off, you fucking fag. Where your drift is, we're only gonna put stinky mealworms. You'll see. They survive off of your opposite matter. You'll be introduced into their ecosystem. Or, no, they'll be introduced to yours. And a lot of them. They will outweigh your gases at a speed that their toxicity levels will be so acidy to the essence of your soul, it will envelope. You will never great ape. I want it so acidy, your bones. I don't know. But it'll happen. Oh, microwave frequency. That's the one. Cook our food. You fucking fag. And the great thing about a microwave frequency is it kills the protein level in the food. So, theoretically, when a body dies of a good guy, the microwave frequency will come into your frequency and leave all of its, we'll call it spirit wax of good guy, to just keep going, because we'll keep getting born. You're allowed to be born one more time. We'll just keep pushing you further and further. And you know what we're going to do over there? We're going to reverse the polarity and pull you back.